The rain hammered against the windshield as Emma Carter drove home from work. The empty highway stretched endlessly before her, illuminated only by the occasional flash of lightning. She glanced at the clock. 11:47 p.m. She was only 10 minutes from home. Her phone buzzed. It was her younger brother, Ryan. "You almost home?" Emma smiled and typed back. 10 minutes. She never got the chance to hit send. A black SUV slammed into the side of her car. The world spun. Glass shattered. Darkness swallowed everything. Emma woke with a pounding headache. The air smelled of damp concrete and rust. She tried to move, but cold steel chains wrapped around her wrists and ankles. A single flickering light bulb hung from the ceiling of the tiny basement. The heavy metal door creaked open. A tall man in an expensive black suit stepped inside. His name was Damian Blackwood, one of the most feared businessmen in the city. His smile was colder than the room. "Welcome, Emma." She stared at him. "Why am I here?" Damian slowly walked around her. "Your father testified against me 15 years ago. I lost millions. My empire nearly collapsed. My father died years ago." "I know." He leaned closer. "So I chose someone else." Emma's heart raced. "You." Days turned into weeks. No windows. No sunlight. Only silence. Every morning a guard brought food. Every evening Damian visited. He never hit her. He never screamed. Instead, he enjoyed reminding her that nobody was looking for her anymore. "They think you're dead. Your family has already held your funeral. You've been forgotten." Every word was another attempt to destroy her spirit. But Emma stopped crying after the third day. Instead, she watched. She counted footsteps. She memorized guard rotations. She noticed which key unlocked which chain. She learned when the security cameras changed direction. Fear slowly transformed into patience. Patience became determination. One rainy evening, a careless guard entered carrying dinner. His phone rang. Distracted, he set the tray down. A metal spoon slipped onto the floor. Emma quietly hid it beneath her leg before he noticed. That tiny spoon became her weapon. Every night she scraped the sharp edge against the concrete floor. Again. And again. For 12 nights. Until it became a crude knife. On the 13th night, the guard opened the door. Emma pretended to be unconscious. He walked closer. "Wake up." No response. He knelt beside her. His mistake. Emma lunged. The sharpened spoon plunged into his neck. He gasped in shock. She grabbed the keys before he collapsed. Seconds later, her chains fell away. She stood for the first time in nearly a month. Her legs trembled. But she was free. She quietly escaped through the service tunnels beneath the mansion. The cold rain hit her face. Freedom. She could have gone to the police. She could have gone home. Instead, she looked back at Damian's mansion. "No," she whispered. "This isn't over." For the next 6 months, Emma disappeared. The world believed she had escaped and gone into hiding. Even her family didn't know where she was. She changed her appearance, dyed her hair black, learned self-defense, studied cybersecurity, tracked Damian's financial empire. Every day she built a plan. She wasn't seeking revenge through anger. She wanted justice. Served slowly. The first attack came without warning. Damian entered his office one morning. A small wooden box sat on his desk. No sender. Inside, the broken spoon, covered in dried blood. His face turned pale. Impossible. The phone calls began next. Every night. Exactly. 3 a.m. He answered. Silence. Only breathing. Then. Click. The line disconnected. Weeks passed. The calls never stopped. He changed his number. They continued. He hired bodyguards. The calls continued. He stopped sleeping. Then came the leaks. Anonymous files appeared online. Hidden bank accounts. Bribery. Money laundering. Political corruption. Everything Damien had spent decades hiding was suddenly public. His investors abandoned him. Police launched investigations. Business partners disappeared overnight. The empire began collapsing. Damien became paranoid. He installed more cameras, more guards, bulletproof windows, fingerprint locks, motion sensors. Yet strange things kept happening. A photograph of Emma appeared on his pillow. Her necklace lay on the dining table. Her fingerprints were found inside his private office. Impossible. Nobody could enter. Unless she wanted him to know she could. Months of fear broke Damien. The powerful billionaire who once controlled everyone now jumped at every shadow. He stopped leaving the mansion. His bodyguards noticed him talking to empty rooms. Sometimes he whispered her name. Emma. One stormy night, the mansion lost power. Every light went out. Darkness consumed everything. Emergency alarms echoed through the halls. Damien grabbed a pistol. Find her. His guards searched every room. Nothing. Then, one by one, the security monitors switched back on. Every screen displayed the same image. Emma, standing silently, looking directly into the camera, smiling. The guards panicked. They split up, exactly as Emma expected. Within minutes, the mansion became silent. Too silent. Damien slowly descended into the wine cellar. His breathing became heavier. The flashlight in his shaking hand barely pierced the darkness. Then, a familiar voice echoed behind him. You kept me here once. He spun around. Emma stepped from the shadows, wearing black tactical clothing. Calm, focused, fearless. You. He raised the pistol. She kicked it away before he could fire. The gun slid across the floor. Damien stumbled backwards. No. Emma advanced. You told me nobody would remember me. You said I was powerless. You said I belonged in chains. Damien fell against a stone pillar. Before he could move, metal cuffs snapped shut around his wrists. The same chains. The same basement. The same pillar. Exactly where she had suffered. For the first time, Damien understood what helplessness felt like. Emma, I'm sorry. I'll give you everything. My fortune. My company. My houses. She looked into his terrified eyes. I don't want your money. I want you to feel every second of fear you gave me. She switched on a small recorder. Damien heard his own voice. Nobody is coming for you. You've been forgotten. You belong here. His face collapsed. Those were the words he had spoken to her. Now, he was hearing them himself. Police sirens echoed outside. Damien smiled. They're here. Emma smiled back. I know. She stepped away. You called them. I did. She placed dozens of documents beside him. Financial records. Kidnapping evidence. Video recordings. Everything. You won't die tonight. Damien's smile disappeared. You'll live. You'll spend the rest of your life remembering this room. She walked toward the stairs. You can't leave me here. She stopped without turning around. You left me here. Then she disappeared into the rain. Hours later, police rescued Damien from the cellar. His criminal empire collapsed within weeks. The evidence Emma provided exposed every crime he had committed over 20 years. He was sentenced to multiple life terms. His fortune was seized. His name became a symbol of corruption and cruelty. Months later, Emma finally returned home. Her family embraced her through tears. The nightmares never completely disappeared. Neither did the scars. But she had reclaimed something far more valuable than revenge. She had reclaimed her life. People called her a survivor. Some called her a vigilante. Others believed she had gone too far. Emma never argued. She simply smiled. Because she knew one truth that Damien had learned too late.